How's it going, guys? Sherlock here today, and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be starting a playthrough on the Sherlock Holmes game that just released. It is Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, I believe is the name of it. I've gone through the first cutscene, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, I just kind of pressed skip, and so I'm here now. But I'm gonna play the game, and we're gonna play the game, and yeah. Alright, so let's start. We play as Sherlock Holmes, as he is a younger version of himself. He is not as good as a detective. His mum has just recently died, and we have to try and find the murderer. And we'll be accompanied by John Watson. Oh, well, no, actually, it's not John Watson. His name's just Jonathan, but we call him John, and I feel like he might be dead, and we're just imagining him that he's a real person. But, yeah. Alright, let's get into it. Now, this game is very new, so I feel like it might be...
Would you like a drink, sir?
Might be a bit glitchy and laggy, but that's alright. Alright, where are we... Where do we want to go first? Is that like a... casebook? Back to Cordona. I arrived at Cordona, the island where I spent my childhood, accompanied by my only friend, John. It is a late evening, but I have a room booked at the hotel Il Palazzo del Lusso. I simply need to check in the reception. It seems as I must spend a night here before I can visit my mother's grave. I almost said grandmother's grave. 221. Alright. 222, 223, 221.
I apologise, sir, but your room is not yet ready. Perhaps, in the meantime, you would like to relax in the foyer? Tonight, the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
A marlin
Let's
ceviche.
check what they have on offer.
John, I'm talking. I have never heard of a marlin ceviche. But alright. I'm assuming that's it. I mean, that doesn't look too bad. Looks like some fruit. No, that's shrimp and seafood and stuff. Yeah, nah, I'm not gonna eat that.
Hey, Sherry, just our luck. A medium, John.
What's this?
Haven't we been through this already?
Looks like a fortune teller.
Come on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
Cutscene.
Excuse me, sir, but I believe Mr. Galich is conducting a séance at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait? Why? Pardon. Why should I sit for a portrait? Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own justification.
All things require justification, be they objects, systems, or beliefs.
How about art as the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
That's backwards. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it isn't. You do not need a lens to see it, just an open mind.
This game looks incredible, by the way.
That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, what do you see?
Mediocrity.
Come now, Sherry, what did he do to deserve that? The servant mentioned ceviche at the Oh, Sherry, you should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our
Benedict's
poached eggs
batch.
with hollandaise sauce.
Benedict's batch. Why does that... I think that's a joke to Benedict Cumberbatch, one of the actors who played Sherlock in the 2011 show, I think it was. That's interesting.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
He's very loud.
The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
Okay, time to check if John found us a nice table for the evening.
He teleported,
Sherry,
I know
I'm
you
over here
didn't.
with my new Cordona's even quieter than I remembered. It's going to be a long evening.
Come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
How do I...
What are you
just press on... Okay.
Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
Oh, as you can see, someone left a cane on our table.
I simply thought you could identify its owner.
So it is nonsense. It would take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
Deliver it to him? And what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile. Take a look.
Alright, so I'm assuming I'll just press on it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, what's this? It's gone yellow on my press.
The cane is made of ebony. It's worn uncared for and bears the scars of numerous hits.
I can't really move that far. Oh, I have to hold it.
Crest
Alright.
depicting bulb of garlic in a meadow. Perhaps the Fielding family or Meadows. Or Craven, from the Old English name meaning garlic place.
Why is that interesting? Alright then.
The hand grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest it has been used as a bludgeon. This cane is an expensive and ostentatious weapon.
No matter how long you stare at the stick, it's not going to walk itself to its owner. Take it with you, Sherry. Let's return it to its owner. Alright, I hope you noted down your observations in your casebook. But how are you going to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here.
So X to C to open the casebook. The lost cane. Table to spend the evening. Meeting the medium. Back to Cordona. Alright. So C and then X. Pinned evidence. Casebook. So that's the...
May I ask for your assistance?
You are fortunate to ask me, because I know that.
There are 3 people at the table. A couple and a retired Navy officer. Observers weren't sure what happened to the couple, but the Navy officer was going out the front garden for some air. I have to find him.
Well, even
That
with
was
your
the first
good
one I
senses,
asked.
Sherry,
Alright, then
doubt
that's
you'll find
interesting.
the cane growing on your first
I
try.
just kind of assumed since they were like
And
in the direct
would you be
area. I could have asked these
confident
people
enough
though.
to bet on it, my friend?
Why not? Let's see how good you really are.
Oh, my book's like down there. Huh, that's interesting. So, out here I'm assuming is the front. Oh, Q can... Arab engineer, non-religious, friendly. Ooh, frames. Cordonian singer, former dancer, and a fable? Maybe one of these. Scottish actor, collects ferns, sympathetic. Cordonian bureaucrat, lived in cold climate and sympathetic. Crimean banker, allergic to seafood and friendly. So he's not gonna like the Benedict's batch, I think it was, or the something or other. The other one. Okay. Cordonian secretary, sympathetic, and retired military officer. And the guy was a Navy officer? Yeah, Navy officer. So if I...
May I ask you something?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
Navy officer Mr. Rhodes was sitting at our table with the noble couple. The men talked about yachting, and the lady was fidgeting with the cane. Perhaps she put it aside and her husband forgot to take it when they went to meet the medium. Now I have a perfect excuse to enter the seance room.
Hey, Sherry, don't we now have the
Oh.
perfect excuse to do the seance?
I'm just going to give the cane to its owner. You will not persuade me to take part in this show.
Alright then, let's go in there. Is it this room?
Are you able to help me?
Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this.
Uh-huh.
Could you help me?
I'm so sorry. I can't help you, sir.
Oh, I am bored.
Here's a door that's not... Oh, okay. Well, I guess this is the right room, I guess.
This hotel, this island, it's full of thieves. First my cane, now the diamond. Take
How
your
in the...
hands off me. You even know who I am?
Don't know why, but the hair reminds me of
That's
Jedi
my
Fallen
cane.
Order.
I
I
get
also
that a lot.
actually only
It's a
recently
very
finished
common
that. That was a
design.
very good game.
What? No, that's a custom made.
A joke. A joke. It was left at my table in the restaurant. I thought it deserved to be returned.
Well, I'll be... It is rare to encounter a straight-fingered true penny these days. What a gentleman. But I must ask, how did you know I was the rightful owner?
Observe. I'm assuming... Oh, well, it starts us with one. Ah, hang on, so I'm assuming the yellowy, like, firefly things mean that we're near something? Doesn't wear a wedding ring, so he's not married. Recently hit someone with force. Well, didn't he hit someone when we came in? Oh, what's this? Hang on, is the white one the one we're looking at, or the black one the one we're looking at? Judging by the heraldic emblem on his signet ring and cane, I can be fairly certain that this man is Lord Craven, an able Englishman in the habit of visiting resorts to receive treatment for his liver malady. His florid face indicates that he has succumbed to the temptation to drink a few shots of alcohol. Perhaps he was unsettled by the seance. By his red knuckles, I presume that he takes boxing lessons to strengthen his physical condition. Already annoyed by the disappearance of his cane, he is now infuriated by the theft of a diamond, unsurprisingly. Okay, the bored British nobleman. Judging by the heraldic emblem on his signet ring and the cane, I can fairly certain this is Lord Craven, bored rich English nobleman who travels around Europe squandering his money. His florid face indicates that he has problems with alcohol. He is still physically strong and healthy, but in a few years' time he'll be wretched. Being constantly drunk, he has an issue with his temper. His red knuckles reveal that he has severely beaten at least one person quite recently. His anger issues mixed with an alcohol and contrariety could make him a violent person. What are we thinking? Doesn't wear a wedding ring, swollen reddish face. An ill Englishman on resort or bored British nobleman. I'm gonna say the bored British nobleman. Judging by the accept.
Simple deduction. Your cane told me everything I needed to know. I was after a strong middle-aged man with a keen interest in adventure, noble blood, and affection for strong drink. And if one were to go further, one may even be able to extrapolate your name from your heraldic symbol, Lord Craven.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous.
Oh, well, that's Sherlock
me.
for you.
Lord Andrew Craven. You are the real medium. You hear that, Emma? Well, you found my cane. Perhaps you can locate my diamond, too. Yes, you should do it. It will be child's play for you, Mr.
Holmes. And if a child can do it, then I'm sure the local police can suffice.
Oh,
The
okay.
police. Why bother? I know this harlequin stole it. The only question is, where is it hidden? Fine. Give me my stick and I'll resolve the matter myself. This thief almost confessed after a single punch.
I suspect a beating may result in answers of questionable veracity. Fine. I shall
That's a fair
spare
point.
you and he the trouble if you first answer me this.
Tell me about the diamond or what happened at the seance. What about the diamond?
How does a priceless diamond become the subject of a seance? It is an unusual accoutrement.
Emma wished to speak with its former
Big fancy
owner.
words.
My grandfather told us it belonged
Accoutrement.
to a Raja, an Indian king.
I
So
thought that
you
was
were summoning
Raha.
long-dead Indian
Kind of
royalty
like Baha.
pray tell, you were expecting him to converse in English?
To be frank, Mr. Holmes, I don't believe in ghosts. But Emma was fascinated by the idea of meeting a real king, even a dead one.
Well,
Alright
a
then.
crown is a crown. Can you describe the stone itself?
A yellow diamond, not less than 100 carats, and perfectly
Isn't that a
etched.
lot?
There's not another like it.
What happened at the seance? Isn't
You
100 carats a
insist
lot?
The medium robbed you during the seance.
Because, like, isn't 24 carat gold the best kind of gold?
It was a
So if there's
dirty
100 carats in the diamond.
We were sitting here in the dark, chanting and
I'm not
holding
sure about diamonds,
hands, as expected. Then something began to appear from the medium, like a cloud or a bubble. The swindler called it
Ectoplasm.
Ah, yes. Common in the spiritualist trade. And quite the spectacle.
Indeed, perhaps too much.
Hey,
My
look
beloved
down
Emma
there.
screamed in horror, and I stood to defend her, attacking that cursed ghost.
How brave.
But my hand hit nothing. The medium jumped away from me, and Emma fainted. I lit the candle, and the
Diamond was gone. Oh no. I'm going to look around.
Stay here and don't touch anything. I'm going to investigate further.
Don't fret, I'll be keeping a close eye on this thief.
You don't know if it was him, so don't make an assumption. Okay, new case. Goes to the past. Z to highlight interactive areas. Assuming the gold things are the interactive areas. Let me have a look at my bookcase book. Testimony, Lord Craven. Seance. Okay, let's have a look around. So there's a little dot here. Let's have a look at this. So that's the thing. I'm assuming that's where the what's it called? Like the diamond would have been. Concentrate helps pick up smaller details around the world around you. When you see a scribbled white circle, press Q to observe the object more closely. Okay.
The diamond was placed on the table so that all participants could reach it. There are light traces of rouge on the edge of this wine glass.
How could you tell that? That's very inhumane and impossible. I guess not,
This
but like
must be the ectoplasm. Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical analysis.
that looks like there's a fair
The ghost was
fair
here,
amount
Sherry.
there, but alright. There's one more thing. Cigarettes? No, two more things,
Half a
sorry.
glass of foul Blair scotch and the remains of a Paul Aranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman need?
Hmm. Well, where could the last thing be? The floor? I think I might have found, I think it's this little butterfly here, but I can't get that. There we go. What's this? How do I, oh, dot.
This brooch is old and cheap, but the moth design has its charm.
Kinda looks cool, I guess. Is that everything? Yep, 5 out of 5. During the seance, the priceless Indian diamond disappeared. That's just telling us what we were doing. Or what
Pale
we're
skin,
doing.
quickened pulse, unsteady breathing, barely conscious. Feebleness of women.
Really, Sherry?
And now I'm going to be attacked because of that sentence, the feebleness of women. Yeah, these skulls
This
moved
brave,
earlier.
tremulous visitor.
How can you not love this stuff, Sherry? It adds so much atmosphere.
Was this covered on purpose?
Of course. It is very dangerous to leave Elvira exposed during a seance. The spirits may become enraged.
What, that they
Or
can see their
someone
dead
may notice
face.
the trick they should not see.
There's something over there, because I'm getting like no frames when I look in that direction. Oh no, it's just because I was pressed up against this, I think. Yeah. All the things of the hair. Alright. What about you? Okay, what's this? He's the guy with the... just drops it. That was a very
What
quick
happened
drop too,
I
though.
don't know. The ghost. I summoned it as usual, but then it all went wrong. The lady screamed and pointed at Lord Craven. And there was a shadow. Such a mystical force. It terrified the lady. And it must have taken the diamond. Who else could have?
Are there any spirits here
Do you
now?
feel the presence of any supernatural entities at the moment?
Are you joking, sir? My nose is broken, this maniac wants to kill me, and you're asking about the spirits?
I suppose this can wait.
Well, actually, it
I
could
will
have been an
investigate,
important
and the
question.
culprit will be identified.
But the stubborn
Hmm.
Lord Craven blames me right now. As if I could do something like that. Perhaps you can reason with him, please?
Seems like you're ready to delve into a mind palace, Sheriff. I'm sure you'll make some good deductions.
So we've done this one. Okay, let's have a look. Mind Palace. What's this? What am I meant to do? Help. So choose your current case. Hang on. Alright, I think I understand. So how it works is I have to like pick one, then I press on another one. So Lady Craven faced the window. The lady pointed across the table. Lord Craven punched the medium. I guess not. Wait, where'd the other two go, though? Did I stuff up? Might have stuffed up. I don't know if I'm gonna make a deduction. Yeah, no, there's only two things here now, and I can't... Oh. I didn't see this before. Okay, well, that's nice. I stoofed up the thing.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
Oh, so I can just go out here. Alright, then.
This
Oh,
hefty
shit.
chair has nearly broken after hitting the wall.
At Cambridge, I was captain of the rugby team. It wasn't a place for weaklings.
Okay, so I can interact with you. Let's
Find
do
the
that.
stone, mister. Quickly.
That's all you want me to do. Yeah, I only have two things. What do I do? Should have thrown aside opposite the window. Hang on, wait. So if I can go out here, why don't we look around out here? There's a man in here. I'll go to the mine part. I've done this though. What do you want me to do? Wardrobe and options. Alright, so John's diary. Corona diary, heritage, collectibles, map. How big's the map? Holy, pretty big. The Isle of Cordona. So there's the old city, Grand Surrey, Scaladio, Miner's End, and Silverton. I feel like this might be like Italy or something, like a fictionalized version of Italy. Maybe. I feel like I might have to restart the game, so I shall be back and I'll do all this again. Never mind, there's a loading system, so I'll just do that. Hang on. Alright, I'm back to where we were. Now if I press C, go to... let me collect all of this stuff. Alright, Mind Palace. Goes to the past. So I did this one and this one last time, so let's go... Hang on a minute. Lady Craven faced the window. During the seance, Lady Craven, placed at the table, was opposite a window to the courtyard. Lord Craven punched the medium. When he discovered that the diamond had been stolen, Lord Craven punched the medium in the face. Lady Craven pointed across the seance table at something and screamed. Nope. Wait, did I just do the same mistake I made last time? Hang on, did I do it? That made no sense, actually.
It seems there may have been an unexpected visitor outside the window.
Ah, I hope it was the ghost of the Raja.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
Okay. So did I have it right last time, or was I like doing some thing that made no sense? Also, this looks like a hoove or something.
This looks recent. A shoe with a broken heel will surely leave scratches. All right, John. Do you think a ghost could leave this footprint?
I'm reserving judgment. Use your keen eye to follow the trail. Ghost hunting. This case is more exciting by the minute.
So, tracks movement. Okay, so I can like. Is this the movement? Angie, it looks like the old man is losing it. His beehive are being ransacked and his bees are going down one by one. And I don't think there is much honey left in staying with the swarm, if you catch my drift. Meet me at the docks at noon, we'll do it together. Alright. Oh, I found a thing. There was a person there. Or like a figment of one. Ah, there's the footprints. Hang on, so... here's the rest of the shoe, it seems. Oh, hang on a minute. Alright, I had to unplug my controller since...
The maids in the hotel wear this exact shoe.
Since, it was vibrating and it was doing the thing where it, like, it would tell me the controls for the controller, not keyboard, which is what I'm playing on. Alright, so do we just keep going, I guess? Nope, that's not where I want to be. Is there anything else on here that I can... yeah,
Size
there.
4 with a broken heel.
So, definitely not the ghost of a Raja. Unless... No.
Our witness was a nosy maid. Searching the entire hotel could be difficult. Perhaps the other maids can help us find her.
Okay, let's go have a look.
Found
Found a...
honorable man. I have some information for you.
Okay, thank you. The staff said that Lucia got a scolding from the the chief steward for wearing common shoes at work. She should be cleaning near the pictures upstairs now. Alright, so we should know where she is. So I'm gonna unpin that. Alright, let's go upstairs. So cleaning near the pictures, I think it was. You? No. You. No, not you. Ah, pictures, here we are. Cleaning near. So, not those pictures. Then more pictures. This one, yes.
Finally.
Here we are.
One would think a maid would be easy to find in this place.
I'm sorry, sir. Do you need more towels?
No, no. You are the maid who saw the ghost in the seance room, yes?
How did you know?
Simple. You changed shoes after breaking a heel while fleeing the scene.
I'm sorry, sir, but if I may ask, who are you?
A precious diamond was stolen during the seance. Lord Craven entrusted me with its recovery.
I'm sorry, sir, but we are forbidden to discuss the private matters of our guests.
Are you also forbidden from peeking into private rooms, Miss?
Soletta. Lucia Soletta, sir.
Tell me, Miss
Lucia.
Soletta, what was your manner
I just say, if he knew you were spying on guests?
Oh, please, sir, don't tell him. I have a family. I need this work.
I won't, but only if you answer my questions truthfully. And don't play coy. I can tell. Describe what happened during the seance.
A lady and two gentlemen were sitting at a table, touching their hands to something. The medium started to whisper and chant, and a ghost appeared.
A ghost? You're confident?
It was unearthly, sir. It grew from the medium's chest, a glowing cloud or a bubble. I pressed closer against the window to see better.
And the lady saw you?
What? Yes. She screamed and pointed, so I hurried to escape, and I broke my heel. But I did see the ghost, a sickly, evil thing.
And that's all you can tell me? Did you see
Oh, whoops, Daisy.
Medium, Mr.
Yeah, you can
Lynch,
use space to skip.
he was doing something with the ghost. He grabbed at it like he was trying to catch it. And then I ran.
I suppose I should be grateful you endured these horrors for such a long time. All right, I have your account memorized. Good day.
The ghost. Oh, sir, I'll remember it forever.
We all got what we wanted.
Let's get back to the crime scene. Always love seeing you explain simple things to simpletons.
This painting looks authentic, but it's just a talented imitation.
Let's get back to the crime scene.
Okay.
Love seeing you explain simple things to simpletons.
Alright, let's go. What is that? Why is there a floating paper ball? With enough clues, Sherlock can use imagination to reconstruct the past. Interact with the node. I'm assuming the paper ball is the node to reconstruct. Okay. Oh, so I'm now playing as John. Hey, yeah, this is kinda cool. I need to go do this one, don't I? Oh wait, no, they're the same. Ah, okay. So we need one of each of the people. So she was looking at the window, so it can't be that one. This is the guy protecting himself from the guy hitting him with the chair. So let's validate that. I'm assuming this is right.
It all began when the lady screamed and pointed at the window.
Yeah, I assume that's right.
Lord Craven jumped up, ready to face anything, ghost or human. The medium shrank back in dismay. He was not expecting such a reaction and had to quickly hide the ghost. The lady was the only one left touching the diamond, at least until she fainted.
Amazing. It's like you saw it with your own eyes, sir.
Oh, I forgot that you were here. I guess I should discuss all of this with Lady Craven.
The Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
If the lady was touching a diamond, then she would have felt the ghost take it. What do you think it felt like, Sherry? A jellyfish?
226, so if that's 223, 224. So should 224 like, continue over here? 225, so 226 I assume.
Lady Craven is not...
Gossip can help you investigate a case or even discover a new one, so don't hesitate to eavesdrop on people. When you're near an ear icon, hold left click and try to filter out important words from useless chatter.
Lady Craven.
Okay, what actions by Lady Craven arouse suspicion in the maids? Start. Lots of guests this summer. Discard. The chef steals food. Keep. Oh. Was on the lookout. Discard. Oh. I failed it.
Lady Craven is not who she seems.
Okay, start. Alright. Son's bad acquaintance. Or not. Lots of guess this summer. Discard. Made her husband drunk. Chef does food. Is not. Price rising again. Not. Oh, there's a timer. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it now. Okay, hang on. I think I got it. I got it. Alright, so it was can't use the knife, Fisher's knife or whatever. Made her husband drunk, and the bad acquaintances, I think it was. I overheard two staff members talking about Lady Craven. They gossiped about the woman. Not be the wife of Lord Craven. By their observation, she was on the looking while trying to get Lord Craven drunk. They also noticed that the lady was unsure how to properly use a fishing knife. Alright, so let's go in. Okay. I feel like she's dead now. Yep, she's dead.
You're here, at last. I didn't do that. I swear. I found her this way.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late. Now it's a matter of the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please help me. Police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You were the only one who can find the truth.
Am I?
Fine, but only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look, after you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Gallici, the medium.
Was Emma with you?
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to her room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting.
Where is the
Is
medium?
Mr. Gallici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-headed man at the reception desk refused to give me the key.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason. Where did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or two before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand. So what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead. What's more, the diamond lay right there beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid! The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must help me.
Let me see what I can find.
Hang on a minute, why was jail spelled G-A-E-L?
Why am I not
I know that's a word for the... That's one way to spell jail, but shouldn't it be J-I-L-L? J-A-I-L, not G-A-O-L. Alright, anyway, that's for another episode, and I think I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye, thank you, and enjoy.